I'm sorry. Oh. Hi. Hi. Sorry I missed the 9:30 call. I'm really sorry. Um, Hi, little fawn. Good to see you guys. Shit show I was watching. I'm sorry. Sorry I'm late. Just just a lot going on. Um, hey, mom.
Hey, he's sleeping finally.
I had some problems getting Junior to sleep, so
Oh, you're right. A lot.
that's all right. Hey, Scott. Candace just spoke for a few seconds on them. No thanks. Yeah, it's I don't even really know anymore, guys. Hey, Mandy. Hey, Carla. Just so much going on everywhere. Let me tell you what. Everybody saw Summer run on. I'll show it real quick. How about that? Everyone saw that they ran Summer on the Dr. Phil today. Hooah! Everybody see that? Um, oh. So, you guys, if you're not already subscribed to the Don Wells family official channel, please do that. If you don't have findsummerwells.com pinned on your phone, please do that. Right? I do want to show you. I guess it was chasing, right? The chasing. It was the beautiful chasing. You tried calling her, yeah. It's like I wouldn't let my worst enemy talk to no thanks, right? They're just, and we know, right? It's so. Let me show you real quick. All right, hooah, hooah. So you're grossed out right now. What have I missed, guys? Have I? Is it just the Is it just the no thanks thing? Or is there something else going on that I don't know about? Yeah. Who? She did look pretty. She did. Let me tell you something real quick. We have a thing that's such a thing called typical and atypical thinkers. Typical and atypical brains, right? Has anyone paid attention to the fact that part of Candace's one side of Candace's face um there's an issue with it, right? He lied to Don and told him he was Josh from the lab so he would go on his stream. Sounds about right. You guys, some of us that were really tight in this thing from the beginning and all, right? Bell's palsy. Hoo-ah, let it be. She got Bell's palsy. Was anyone aware that Candace, they believe Candace suffered some sort of minor stroke in the beginning of all of this, right? Hoo-ah? We know that, right? Do we know that? So what that does, yeah, Naomi, we can agree to disagree on that. There is nothing that woman has done that has been helpful. Hey, Casey K. So we've got a scenario with a woman who is not typical with her faculties. Shame on Phil. Jay Nelson, you missed something. Bell's palsy is not a stroke, correct. But were you aware that they believe she had some sort of stroke in the beginning of this? Were you aware of that? Now, when you have a stroke or you have anything underlying a pre-existing condition, a brain injury as well in her lifetime, that makes Candace atypical in her response. No, Marge West, it didn't go wrong or right. I'm not here to speak on that. I can't tell you if it went wrong or right. No, she didn't. I agree. But I wouldn't say she was acting insane. Correct. I agree with you on that, Naomi. Yes, she has had a stroke in the beginning of this. That will lead trigger, 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 trigger. Phil, sir, I'm not here to talk about Phil being a bully. What I'm here to tell you is that she has had, when they say not one tear, I assure you that that is not the truth. I assure you it is not the truth. I have heard that woman bawl myself. Now, it might be very difficult to squeeze blood from a turnip in front of 2.5 million people on TV, whatever it's going to be. All the people that are guests watching, the audience rather. Then you've got producers, like you've got people when it's time to clap that are telling them go forward and clap. They got a light that says clap. Like it's very produced. So I often ask myself when I see people cry on Dr. Phil, I'm like, is that real? Because it would be a very difficult situation, I believe in for me. It would be a difficult situation to be completely organic and let your and emote the way you're supposed to, right? You've got bright lights from every angle shining on you, and you've got people saying, and we're going to a break. Like they've got all of that. So what they're saying is potentially that Candace didn't cry on cue when they wanted her to, because these segments run 15 minutes and then they go to a break, or not even 15 minutes. These segments go and then they stop and then they start again and then they stop and then they start again and then they stop. And you mean through all of that, you want someone to remain a victim how you want to see them, right? That's what you're talking about, right? I'm not here to bash Phil because let me tell you what happened today. That preview was shown, and that little girl was seen by 2.5 million people all at one time. all at one time. Have anyone heard the wonderful Jenna? Kind of seems like she's maybe seen the error in her ways. Maybe now she's questioning, has she been so helpful? The pain is very real. Now, in the words of a man that I admire greatly, and he'll see this tomorrow. I just got off the phone with him. He's going to take his rear end to sleep, and I hope he does. And I hope that this little ding didn't get him out of bed. But let me tell you what, man. Somebody told me, Benny, don't worry about the 1,500 grains of sand that are on Ziggy's channel, or they're over here on this channel, or they're on whatever channel. Don't worry about those grains of sand, because Dr. Phil just showed them Pacific Ocean. Hoo-ah. Hoo-ah. It's bigger than this now. Guess what? The wells, they don't need this anymore. They don't need this anymore. That's the beautiful thing. They don't need this anymore. Their help, they want to thank everybody, and I'm not putting words in their mouth. They want to thank everyone for their help, but guess what? It's bigger than all of us now. It's bigger than all of us. Hoo-ah? Holy shit, guys. It's bigger than all of us. Fucking all of us. Right? What are you going to do? You're going to worry about, like, you know what? Any of us that had foresight, we could see the way that these things were going to come downhill. And you know what I'm going to do real quick, guys? I'm going to put a link in the chat. And if you want to come up and say your piece, come up here and get your shit off. All right, you got something on your chest? Come up and get it off. I told everybody that I was going to do this earlier, and so here I am. Hoo-ah. So, its link is pinned in the top of the chat. They're saying you going up on Ziggy, Benny. Why would I ever do that? Oh, never would I do that. Never, ever, ever would I do that. Go up on Ziggy's panel, then. Why would I do that? Hello? You all right, buddy? Doug thinks he hit the big one with that call, huh? Oh, of course he does. That's the closest he'll ever get. Oh. Hold on, I gotta make this call. Just make her have more viewers. All right. It's a good thing. Yeah, like the things that people get fired up about, right? Like, it's crazy that you have to lie and say you're someone. I mean, the lab is not reputable either, right? He's best friends with Doug. That completely delegitimizes anything you have ever done and anything you will try to do, sir. So the best you can do is lie and say that you're someone else who's also unreputable in order to get a woman online for a couple of minutes. Oh boy. Doug, dude. Man, not even gonna go off on y'all. You know what, guys? There's gonna be some of you may be pissed because what I said that I was gonna do tonight, I'm not going to do. I'm not. I'm just not gonna do it. And I'll tell you why. Let me show you something really quick. I thought it was pretty cute. Look at this shit. Oh boy. Boy, you got me fucked up, boy, like burning water, boy. You understand me? Let me show y'all something, boy. I would like to know who Scott H is. I'll show you who Scott H is. Just give me a few. Hold on. Let me show you what WJHL is doing, man. Y'all want to see it, man? Hold up. Zaza Farms, the official sponsor for tonight's live. Y'all want to see something cute? Look at here. Monkey Mar, what the business is? What the business is? What up, Jonas? Oop. I got timed out over there. Hey, how can I email Benny? I don't see a page. Can somebody put that in there for me, man? So check this out. Y'all see that? Can y'all see that? At 5:14, FB, which I'm going to call him Fuckboy. Fuckboy. Somebody's going to fill your, I don't even know. I guess that's what they call that where he's from. Ass with buckshot in Tennessee, and it won't be WJHL. Oh boy. Think so, huh? Think so? You think so? Oh boy. Somebody wants to shoot me. Somebody wants to. Oh, you can't see it? Hold on. Right here. Somebody's going to fill your ass with buckshot in Tennessee, and it won't be WJHL. You see it now? Can you see it? Is it clear to you? Nita's World is a psychic? I didn't even know that. Holy cow. Hey, Kimberly. Enjoy my 50-year-old face. Long story. Girl, you ain't no way you're 50. I seen some of them pictures. Have a good night. Yeah. Somebody wants to shoot me. Somebody wants to shoot me. Let me show you something else, guys. You want to see something else? Oh, shit. Oh, damn it. Hold on. Maybe y'all didn't see it. Maybe y'all didn't see it. Hold up. Huh? Huh? Hold on. I gotta find it real quick. Check it out. I might as well show you because they already burnt me up. Y'all want to see where that screenshot come from? I'll show you why I got that screenshot. Hold on. Tracy. There you go. All right, appreciate you. Hey, Miss Tracy, how you doing?
Good.
Good. Nice to have you on this evening. You got anything you'd like to say?
Not at the moment.
Not at the moment. You're just hanging out with me?
Yep.
All right. Well, thank you for coming up. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead here and I'm going to show you where this came from, right? Why is this important, Benny? Right? So I'll show you why.
Free gas hack. What's good?
Okay. Can you guys hear? I've got a gun sitting beside me. No guns in the UK. Ooh, pow, pow. Okay, here we go. You ready?
It's your boy Benny Knows. Go to the gas station. Pay with Credit Karma money.
The parents of a missing Tri-Cities girl have launched a YouTube channel. Don Wells and Candace Bly say they hope it's going to help them find their 5-year-old daughter, Summer Wells. They reported her missing over 4 months ago in the Beech Creek community of Hawkins County. Ansley Daniel tonight with the latest on the search for Summer.
Hi, this is Don and Candace Wells, and this is our YouTube channel.
The Don Wells Family official YouTube channel launched October 11th, almost 4 months after Summer Wells was reported missing.
Just wanted to thank everyone for helping find my daughter. We love and miss her with all our hearts. Nothing will ever be the same without her.
Her parents, Don Wells and Candace Bly, telling their story, thanking people and the media.
We just wanted to take a minute to thank everyone that's helping us to try and find our daughter. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Thanks for the prayers and the love.
Some videos documenting their trip to Los Angeles to film for an episode of Dr. Phil. One even including YouTube content creator Benny Keys.
Thank you for all the support.
Hold on a fucking minute. I didn't go to California. But they sure made it seem like I went to California. I'm going to let it play through.
And I know Don has turned a lot of hearts around, and that's what this is all about, bringing someone home. Amen.
The channel is
So, initially, I was not happy. I was not happy at all. Okay? They got you wrong. No, they got the right name. Initially, I was fucking pissed. Okay? I was fucking pissed. And I'm like, why would they do that? Why would they do that? No, yeah, they don't want to put the blood money on there. Right? Why do they want to do that? Well, don't we remember in the very beginning? I said it earlier. WJHL, they haven't been the greatest. Okay? Very early on at the first vigil, WJHL had a cameraman it kind of gave the first fuel, if you will, into talking about them bad, right? They had the camera on Candace, and Candace has some tattoos on her arm from younger days. Shit, look at me, right? I got tattoos that I'm not proud of, right? So it popped up there. And I was like, first of all, it was out of context, right? But let me step back. So they put the camera on Candace in the first vigil, and they showed her tattoos, and she has an old weed leaf. And man, look, I got a machine gun on my back. Like, I got tattoos that some people may find a little edgy, right? So I felt like, wow, why couldn't they have captured her from the other angle, but then inverted it where it would have still been from that side, but you didn't get all the tattoos, right? Because it just wasn't the best thing that WJHL could have done, right? So I felt like since the very beginning, also what WJHL does is they allow Candace, or rather Don, to say things and you know, try to promote awareness and activism and all the good things. And then the next thing they like to do is they like to put Mr. Lawson on. And then Mr. Lawson is, you know, I'm not talking bad about Mr. Lawson, but it's like he comes through and he sort of tries to nullify the goodness that whatever goodness WJHL does. Holy cow. Okay, spit it out. Whatever goodness WJHL does, they also allow Lawson to come on and kind of try to taint it, right? Because we all hear, when we hear things like, oh, police sources say, right? Like WJHL has to continue reporting crime in that area, and they have to have a relationship with the police and the agencies there. You can't just cherry pick what cases you don't want the correct coverage on. There has to be a real relationship with law enforcement and the media. Okay? That's where you're going to start getting these things that look almost like if you were super, hey, Griff. So the king of merch had to hide behind the lab and trick Don into an interview, proving he is all about the money. That's it, man. Thanks for that, Griff. I hope you get to feeling better, Griff. I'll tell you what, Griff. Actually, there was a 50, in all of you, there was a 50 state recall on onions today. So the onions allegedly are, you know, you should be in prison. Heard what you did to a dog. Heard what I did to a dog. Go away. Can somebody take care of that? I don't even own any dogs. Dixie Carter. What did Dixie say? Thank you for that, Griff. King of merch. Yes, if you're not subbed to the Real Griff, please go on over there and sub to his channel. Let me tell you what, like, whoa, somebody just sent me what? Proof of what? Proof. Where'd it go? I hate the way. No, I do not. And if you have proof, you need to send it to Benny ASAP. I'm not sure what's going on. Yeah, fragile. Like, yeah. So there is a real dynamic between, yes, everyone. Okay, thanks, Chase. Everyone go sub. There's Chase 423. Everyone go sub to the Real Griff. Go sub to Chase 423. Like, these are strong guys, strong men. Boyfriend is Jenna's is boyfriends with Allie. What? Allie. Whoa. Helen Fackler. So are you and Griff getting along now? Me and Griff weren't not getting along. We just are both strong men, and we're both stubborn. Well, I can't say Griff's stubborn. I'm not going to say Griff's stubborn because that's not for me to say. I can speak for me is that I'm stubborn, and that when I'm stubborn, a lot of times other people that are involved in situations with me, like, they're forced to go the mile. And so, no, like, I take full responsibility for all of the stuff with Griff. Like, I take full responsibility for the reason anyone initially doesn't like me. And then I play on it. And then, eventually it's like there's just a complete severance, or else, like, there, I guess I probably went real super deep. Were you drinking at Don and Candace's last night? Why would I have been drinking at Don and Candace's last night? Let me, you know what, I'm not. So Mary Jo is saying that Jenna is best friends with the other Scally. And I guess that's H's mom, Hua. So, yes way, Jose. I did, because they actually stand for something. Absolutely. Both those gentlemen, let me tell you what, like, Chase is already doing the damn thing in Tennessee. But let me tell you what, Griff works hard for his money, and Griff, you know what I'm saying? Like Griff doesn't want, right? And I know Griff. I think I know Griff's heart. Like if Griff would be on, Griff would, when the opportunity comes and the opportunity shows itself, and when it's right, Griff will be a part of something just like the rest of us have been, right? Cash Gurnan for me, Don Wells, you see, right? So, yeah, man, that's testosterone. Yes, yes. Night, Kimmy Craig. No, yeah, no confusion. Like, I don't think she was asking BK that, but if she was thinking it's. So which one are we talking? We talking about cracking cases or H's mom? Yes. Yes. No. I haven't been to Don and Candace's house yet. And I tell you what, like, let me show you. Hold on. Man, I promise you, this right here, somebody is going to fill your ass with buckshot when you're in Tennessee. Man, look here. Man, I don't give two shits in a bucket. I don't give a damn. Man, look here. You better be right up on me with it. Cause man, look here. For real. Don't come at me with no bird shot. No 410 bird shot. Oh, I'm gonna put a leather jacket on and walk away from that. You understand me? Oh, said Jody, Sue, and Allie. Where are they under? I see crazy people. Griff's pretty awesome. Yeah. You know what? And hey, let me tell you what. Like, unfortunately, I was the aggressor and I was the dick, and I was like, oh man, like, look at this new. Like, I looked at Griff like, oh man, like shit, this dude is like a new, formidable force, right? And then I was like, oh no, he's over at Doug's. Like I was thinking immediately, I was like, I hope this guy can turn no thanks around. Man, look here. If I couldn't do it and Griff couldn't do it, it just can't be done. It just can't be done, right? Like, yeah, right? So Griff, yeah, thank you for that, Lizzie. Thank you for reminding all of us. The Griff is pretty awesome, right? Yep. H, okay, yeah, there you go. H's mom. All right, so that wouldn't surprise me at all. It wouldn't surprise me at all. In fact, let me call Jenna real quick. Let me call it. Maybe she'll answer, or maybe. Hold on. Here it is. Hold on. Smoking weed together. I smoke weed by myself. Hello? Hey Jenna, this is Benny. I know you know that. I was on a live and somebody told me that you actually were saying some, hold on, let me mute this real quick. No go on the Jenna. That's okay too, though. That's okay too. Yes, Alice, I'm passionate as fuck. Man, I'm passionate, man, and these people play too damn much, right? Right. What happens is that people they get tangled up doing dumb stuff online, and then I find out where they are, who they are, and I give them a call, and then they think, oh, good. You know what? They may feel threatened by the very idea that I can contact them so easily, but I don't threaten people. I've been doing this a long, long time. I've not threatened anyone ever. Not ever. Nothing that met a standard that the police thought that was a problem, right? So, hoo-ah. No go, Jenna. Man. Yeah, I was just trying to give her an opportunity. Like, you know what? She wants to do the right thing, but she, like, you know what I'm saying? I came too hard with the intellect, and she was just kind of like, it fizzled out, right? No one wants to sit across the table from somebody they know is smarter than them. I get it. I'm not mad at you at all. So let's take a run down memory lane. Y'all want to take a run down memory lane? Thank you, WHL. WHL. Please keep Summer's face in the news, but don't put me on another fucking thing because I've heard you've got me on about 2 or 3 days worth of y'all's publications now. Please keep me off of your publications. I do not authorize you to use my face on your publications. Please defer. Cease and desist from using my face on your shit. I don't want to be involved with what you got going on, right? So don't do me like that, right? Now, WJHL, don't you know I'm just going to take this screenshot, maybe, and I'll call the program director tomorrow and just tell him, hey, I'm getting threats now because of your coverage of me, right? It isn't the 1,500 people that watch the video on YouTube. It's the hundreds of thousands of people. Ziggy didn't even tell him he was. Yeah. No, I agree, Advocate. I'm just going to hold this up here for a minute. You're right, but when it comes to getting a death threat, like, no, I don't. Like, let me tell you what. I've had real death threats, and buckshot in my ass when I go to Tennessee is not one that I really just take seriously, right? Like that's like your butt will itch if you don't wipe it good. Like that goes without saying, right? But oh shit. Oh, hold on. No, I'm not going to call her again. Hold on. You want to take a stroll down memory lane? I'm a YouTube celebrity. I hate that I am. They got my shit running in Canada right now on the Struble case too, and they really just, you know what? The news ain't shit. The news is not shit. It's not. It ain't nothing, man. Fuck the news, man. They send the word out too. Sent out, cease order. Hell yeah, man. There you go. Good. All right, so let's take a trip down memory lane real quick. Yo. Hello.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
You all right?
Yeah, we're okay.
All right, I'm just checking in on you, man. I was on live, and then I was just gonna go ahead and lay it down after that. I just want to make sure you were cool.
Yeah, we're good. Just, I appreciate you guys.
Yep, no problem, man. If you need anything, call me, man. I'm here. All right.
All right, y'all take care. Love you, buddy.
Love you, bro.
All right.
Bye-bye. So, let's see here. Q, what up, Q? No. That's my regular everyday. That's my regular to everyday thing, man. We talk many times a day. Many times a day. Anyways, let's take a trip down memory road real quick. What you think about that, Juan? Huh? Rise Clyde. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Okay. So, hold on. Let me go back. You do understand. You do understand that we got our girl. We got our girl. She was seen by 2.5 million today. Hoo-ah. Most kids never get that. Most kids. Okay? Like let me show you something that I thought was really cool today. And it is nothing against Gabby Petito family at all. At all. Let me show you what Google showed me today. And it just brightened my day. Now you have to cherry pick. This is where I hope that I show some depth. Although I'm not pleased about who it came from and the topic of discussion, but what I will say is that Google chose to put Summer Wells above anything else. At least where I was at. Hoo-ah. Look who put it out there, though. Hold on, where's my shit? The Radio WJHL. Man, I tell you what. Oh. Wow, that's crazy. Oh, okay. So, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. So, is Jay and H's mom friends for 2 years? Where are you guys getting this information from? Because I've been dealing with family stuff, and yes, I talk to my sis Candace every day. I love her so much. Yeah, that's my sister from another mister. You understand me? Pull up, timing people out. Let's see what's going on here. Pull up. Who's pull up? Hold on. Let me see what's going on here. Well, I'm just gonna monitor it. Ziggy's channel. Okay. Richard Head, you're welcome. You want to be a moderator? Go try on somebody else's channel. So now people claim they spotted Don at a hotel. Boy, they spotted him at work. Let me go get my charger real quick. We're going to take a trip. Taking a trip. I'm back. All right. Okay. Trip down memory lane. A trip down memory lane. Well, y'all pray. Pray for my pray for me. Man, pray for me. Summer reward fund. No, I'm not gonna play it. I'm not, but I'm gonna show you this. Somebody. Oh, okay. Yeah, I did just get an email. Hold on. Whole phone. Oh, Jay. Jay. Oh, well, I thought that this was going to be it, but that's not it. Kalea, I'm sorry that you seem to have. I apologize. I'm not sure. I'm sorry, sweetie. I'm sorry. That's the real Griff. Yes, it is. Yes, it would for sure if it's true. Now, I don't know. Lizzie B. Savage. Hold on, y'all. You know I've been away for a minute, so let me get just, back acclimated, and I didn't see Rich do anything wrong to be hidden. Well, I don't know, man. Sorry. Does he have his own channel? Richard Head. I'll have to go in and unblock him. Sorry, man. Very sensitive, dude. I'm super sensitive. Right? Like I'm really sorry. Like I probably read it out of context because I haven't been YouTubing for the past week. Like, I apologize, dude. I really am. Let me see. Man, dude. Richard, man, I'm sorry, bro. I'll fix it, man. I will. I'll fix it, dude. All right, so I'm sorry, Richard. For real, bro. I just read it wrong, man. I'm sorry. All right. Don Wells is now with the fellas Josh and Doug. Hasn't even been to the billboard. Okay. I'm sorry, Richard. Hold on, man. Give me just a couple of minutes, and I'm gonna try to fix it right now, dude. Actually, I'm gonna have to do it from my phone. Sorry, Griff, dude. Sorry, bro. Sorry, Rich. I'll fix it, bro. I promise. I apologize, man. I just get sensitive and shit, and man, it's. I apologize, dude. I'm trying to find you right now, bro. I think that it's not gonna. Where is it? I did it. Okay. Can you undo it? Yeah, we'll get it worked out. Sorry, Richard. Okay, you're good to go, Richard. Okay, cool. Sorry, dude. I apologize, bro. Like, man, dude, I love the name though, bro. I used to call my brother that. Especially when we were like, at Olive Garden, you couldn't just call him dickhead. You had to say Richard. I apologize, bro. It won't happen again, dude. I really do apologize. Okay, so we're going to this whole merchandising thing, right? Now, I'm trying to figure out exactly what is the whole hubbub. Okay, thank you, Griff. Thank you, bro. Yes, sir, Chase, I'm good. Okay. So let me pop into the chat. I've got the let me drop the link again, and then if anyone wants to come up, please, everyone is welcome, because I know that I've been out of the loop for a week, and so Rich is a lawyer. Yes, yeah. It shows the doctor. Yeah. So thank you. All right. So where'd the link go that quick? Damn. Yeah, no, we got it figured out. Lizzie unblocked him. Sorry. Sorry. Okay. I apologize, dude. I hope I didn't run you off, bro. Like, that's not, I apologize, man. I'm just trying to get back into the reading things and, okay. So we're at the merchandising, right? Now I'm going to pin I'm going to pin the chat again, or pin the link again. If anybody wants to come up, please. Yeah, the Dr. Phil clip was brutal, right? And the problem with that is that it's so let me tell you what, like the behavior panel guys, if you look at the imagery in the back of some of the guys' videos, it's like it's 4, right? 2 on top, 2 on bottom. So some of them actually deal with Dr. Phil, right? And so it's like you've rendered an opinion about Don, and it's like they've rendered this I don't know. It's like they're trying to split the two of them apart, right? And the thing is that, again, like, I think that Dr. Phil needs to remember that she's had some stuff go on, right? She's got some stuff going on with her brain, right? And so, not with her brain, but like, there was some talk of potentially a mild stroke in the beginning, right? Again, we covered that. A lot of us know that. So that makes her an atypical. Her responses have the very high propensity to be atypical, right? Again, and then you put all of the dynamics in there of it being Hollywood. It's actually Hollywood, Universal Studios, right? So Don said last night on Ziggy's Live that he didn't think Candace had a stroke, just stress. Well, you know what, Brenda? Like, no, hey, Richard, dude, sorry, bro. No offense to Don, and Don's my brother. Let me tell you what, man, like, Don's not a doctor, right? I've talked with Candace in we've spoken, and it's not like she said, yeah, I had a stroke, but there's a lot of things that would lead you to believe, that could have been, right? It was a plausibility, right? So at any rate, what we're dealing with is a lady who is broken by her daughter being abducted. And you're expecting a typical response in a situation, Dr. Phil, where there are no typical responses. We're not talking like this girl, Dr. Phil, didn't just go missing. This girl's been missing how long, ladies and gentlemen? 130 and some change? Like, a lot of things change. Are we basing everything? So, and this, I hope, is a little bit of a cleanup for anyone who finds this video. And they're like, they're conflicted about what they see on Dr. Phil and all that. Let me tell you what, like, that stuff is designed that way to bring you on when they fully air the big one, the full one, and you don't even know what could happen. I don't know what's going to happen. You know, let's imagine Phil builds it all up, and in the end, he's like, "Okay, guys, you know, we're going to help you do whatever." You know, like just some old drama, right? Like we know it's good for that, right? But for anyone that's going to watch that and has seen this first, or is going to watch this at any time, please remember when we're talking about what's typical and atypical responses, okay? Like there is a typical range and an atypical range for just about anything except the few things in life. And let me tell you what one of them are: the passing or the abduction or the very real situation that people like Don and Candace find themselves in sometimes, right? These situations are atypical. So you could be a professional psychiatrist, psychologist, all of that Dr. Phil is, doctor, whatever. But it goes down to being qualified. What are you an expert? Okay, if you're an expert, are you an expert in typical and atypical responses as it relates to extreme loss? Like that is the kind of qualification that you would have to have in order to try to convince 2.5 million people or however many million people that there's triggers, and not one tear. Let me tell you what, the man that I respect more than anything, who was my biological father at that time, now, of course, you know, I had equal respect for my stepfather, who is a fucking war hero, okay? So he died and I didn't shed not one tear. Don't you know I didn't shed not one tear? It wasn't until like 8 months later. Like this is the strongest, like literally the strongest and the biggest man that I've known. Like he was my dad, right? Like for real. Like if you couldn't loosen a bolt, like my dad would come over there with one hand and loosen it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a big, not a fat man, a big, strong man who lifted weights. And I didn't shed a tear, right? So is that atypical as well? Is that why I'm drawn to Don and Candace? Because I respond atypically? But let me tell you what, there's no typical way. There's no textbook clinical way. There's no clinical way that everyone fits into the same box when they have an extreme loss. Hoo-ah? Let me further piggyback on that, right? So and I'm not saying that anything has happened to Summer other than her abduction, but no, I'm not even going to go there because somebody's going to, no, it's bad when you got to do that, right? Right? Like, forget about it. So we talked earlier about hope. All of us have hopes. All of us have an aspiration for what we want to have happen for this little girl, right? All of us. Some of us have hope, but let me tell you what some people's hope is. Some people hope that those 3 boys never see the lights of their mom and dad ever again. And it's for their part-time, very slim, marginal hobby of true crime commenting that they wish these things for people that are experiencing extreme loss. There's the very real possibility that every single person here has never experienced a loss like this. In most circles, 100% of the people have never, and I'm going to do it. Check it out. What's so atypical about this situation is we know the biblical order in which life passes. we bury our children. I mean, we bury our parents, and then our children bury us. So in the event that something extreme like this happens, and it's completely out of God's order, this is not the order that God would have designed and ordained. That's what we want to believe, right? Of course, this is all God's work, right? So what are we looking at here? Well, let me tell you what. There's so many ways in this thing that it could be, other than Don and Candace. Hua. What did the Daybells do? The Daybells didn't produce children after a court order. They duck and hid from Honolulu police and the media, the East Idaho news and police. Did their behavior, and they actually had something to do with the demise of 2 children in the most grisly way. They're sitting up now. Hope they get needled for it. Does their behavior resemble the Daybells? I beg you to ask yourself that question. Look at the other cases, and that's what it takes in order to be analytical and be effective at this. To be a force at this, you can't just shoot from the hip and think that anything that sticks is what it is. What you're looking for is not just the baseline in Don and Candace. You're looking for a baseline in all couples that you can as closely fit into the same criteria and protocol as the Wells. The Wells are not displaying the sort of behavior one might think. Like, and what else tells you that, Benny? Well, what else tells you that is we are hundreds of days in. Not hundreds, let me 130 some days in. No arrests. So what does that lead you to believe? Let me put it into some perspective. So let's imagine just for a minute, and I'm not saying it's the way it is. I'm just I'm hypothesizing. Imagine for a minute that Don and Candace were actually living in a way that called for the children to be missing. Anything other than just the unsafe environment in what's going on legally, right? So let's imagine that's happened, right? They're still going to see their children. They still have contact with their children, right? Do they not? Thank you, KG. They have that. They've even got gag orders to help, right? So we have to be very careful, because when people have children in custody, that is not an admittance that they have not went through a trial. They have not. There's just an allegation. It is only after the period in which they get the children back do they even render an opinion, whether they say they need further services, or whether they're making a move, or whether it's unfounded and they're whatever. Okay? So you're starting to look at all of this on a grander time scale, right? And you're seeing months go by and the parents aren't arrested. You start to also see this psychotic feature in a lot of the commenters and different people on YouTube who are thinking that the Wells had something to do with it, and think that rendering more money for the greasiest son of a bitch that you can pull out of Tennessee, that's probably involved in all kinds of shit already on his own, and thinks he might be slick to come in here and try to get up on some money. Oh no, right? You got this reward situation. People think it's a great idea, right? Historically, rewards don't work. But what has happened is that you've marred it for all. There's a dude out there named Scott H, man, and I tell you what, he is a pitiful soul. A pitiful soul. As long as they follow the guidelines and put forth, they will get those boys back. Hoo-ah. Oh, okay. I've got to go. My son woke up and he's crying. So I will see you all later. Goodbye.